Hey everyone, Nuno here, welcome back to New Grimoire. Today's episode, the big plan is to build a new office district. I'm not yet sure where it's going to be, but we're going to look into the city and we're going to try to figure out where would that make sense. But before that, we have to look into water situation. I have seen here that we are getting to the point of almost having no availability for water, and sewage is fine, but we need to build something for water processing. Looking at what we have a water pumping station, and that's basically it. We have a water pumping station here, and that's it. I don't think we have anything else. I mean, we do have, look, we have this one in here, and we have this other one in here, which is the sewage processing facility, which gives us water. You know, it processes and gives us water. If we do advanced filter, purification rate goes 10% up, but it's not that I'm looking for. I'm looking for another way of basically having water being pumped to the city. Now, this one is the cheapest one, right? 25,000, and the upkeep is 5,000, and gives us 100,000 of water output. In here, the amount of water output it's lower, the upkeep is higher, and the price to build is also higher. But because we already have a water pumping station, I think I want to go with a ground water pumping station for that very simple reason. The issue is, where am I going to build it? We do have a couple of locations we could build. We could build around here, we could build around here, which I think it would make more sense because we already have a road nearby that we could extend up here, because we could also build it around here on this island. We could build around here of the high school, which would get a secondary very close by pumping station. We could go with Sunset Village, but there's farms over there. We could go here to Grovetown. It's not also bad, but I'm looking at this section of Grovetown to grow up, maybe to become our new office district. It's not a bad idea. We could also build around here on this mountain area, having like a road and get a water pumping station, which would not be a bad idea, honestly. It would fulfill that. I honestly think that's probably the best idea. Land-wise, we can just flat a little bit the land and get it going. And that's what we're gonna do. This should now take care of our water availability, and eventually, if we want, we can increase this. It does have upgrades for more output. Let me look at the water pumps. Yeah, we could have a water pump, an extra water pump over there, and advanced filtering system that, well, it's not needed. The water in here is pure, so that's cool. Alright, now that water shortage is fixed, we now want to find a location where we can build the new office district. And I was thinking about a lot of locations. Looking at where the density is, where the biggest density is. We have the downtown, which, by the way, needs to grow up in size. We have finally started to build these office in here that became a high density office. We do have a couple of locations in here that we can eventually increase of sizes, and I think that's kind of what we want in the near future. We want to make this a bit higher density than it currently is, so some of these buildings will level up eventually. Even Sunnyside Crossing will change, and maybe it will be part of the downtown. I mean, why not? It's not impossible. But I'm thinking about a new location where we're gonna have to build a new road hierarchy, and I think that's what somehow will make some sense out of it. I'm looking, for instance, something like here. You know, here you have hierarchies. Well, hierarchy in here is not exactly perfect. But I was looking at all these areas, and I'm looking at Sheffield Glen. Sheffield Glen has, in my opinion, a nice area. The only problem in here is that it's a hub hill. You know, it is not entirely flat. We can make it flat. We do have all these areas. We could make it flat, but we already have here wood industry. Looking at our industry productions, let's go to production tab. We can see that we are doing fine most of the time. The only exception is stone, that we are importing stone. I don't know why, but we are importing. But looking at it, it's not too bad. We have surplus of everything. But if we stop the production of wood in here in Glen, in Sheffield Glen, then we will definitely lose that surplus. And I do not want to do that for the time being. We could expand this area around here, which I think it would make sense in one way or another. I think this road in here, we could increase this road to have a different density, and we could just buy one, maybe two tiles in here and just level up the terrain and just make these a bigger area for the downtown. I think that's kind of where we want. Financially speaking, we have a good balance. So our revenue is way more than our expenses, so we could buy a couple of tiles in here and not worry much about the tile upkeep. We could buy these two tiles. I was thinking about buying these 4 tiles, but I'm afraid of buying 4 tiles in one because the upkeep is going to go up a little bit. It's not the worst case scenario though, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Looking at it, I'm gonna do that. Because, look, if we buy these tiles, we have enough land to build this new office area. And looking at how I want the connection to happen, I think we're gonna use part of these roads, upgrade it, and have a proper arterial road connecting to this other one that although it's not arterial in here, we could upgrade these in here to the roundabout and move it around here. I don't know, we're just gonna look into it and start building. Now this new office area, I'm gonna have to focus a little bit on pedestrian bridges for most crossings, on like areas that I think will be very, very much active. We're gonna have a subway over there. I think it makes sense to have an extension of our subway line. Although the subway in here goes through the industrial area, we will see how we're going to deal with it. We also, well, I also think we need to add more homes. I've seen reports, at least on the radio of the game, people saying there is house shortage, and we can see by the demand that we do have a lot of demand for housing. And so in here it's going to be skyscrapers, so we're going to build high density skyscrapers for that. So yeah, let's just buy these tiles. By buying these tiles, the tile upkeep went up a little bit, not too much. We're fine. This is good. We will also work out on flat the terrain here, and I wanted to flat the terrain to the same level we've been using up until here. Yeah, why not? So let's flat this land. Let's increase the size of our brush. And it's a big process in here, but I think it's gonna be okay. Also, this entire area that we are kind of preparing for the future is going to be in a very nearby future. Let's decrease this one and increase the size in here. I think that in a nearby future, it's going to be really nice for other kind of businesses and other districts, you know. I think that's kind of like where we want to be at. And plus, it allows us to look into here, and this highway infrastructure was definitely very expensive, but I think it works. I do want to keep the waterfront, so some of these businesses will have to go out of business, and we have to remake these road infrastructure. I mean, I can see it like, okay, they're going to change the road infrastructure, they're going to build a new avenue, and probably some other connection to these roundabout instead will happen. There's going to be a different end to Briar End, kind of. And I think it's going to be looking good because it will help us out eventually, even somewhere around here, to build some kind of bridge. Would that be bad to have some kind of bridge to connect to the arbor? No, I don't think so. Well, this is a big bridge, to be honest, but it wouldn't be the worst case scenario. We could have some bridge somewhere around here, for instance, and then connect to there, to the arbor, and that would be fine. I don't know. There's a lot of things we can do, a lot of things we will do, and I'm gonna start right now. after a long time just building this short, really short area, I think we have almost finished it. And I say almost finished it because there are missing pretty much all the services that are required here for the city. We are missing a, let's say, a crematorium is okay in here, yeah, but we are missing schools, clinics, police station, fire, healthcare. Everything is missing in here. So we are now going to build what is left. And where are we going to build it? That's a great question. I have no idea. In one very simple way. We did build a lot of parking lots because this is a big concentrated area with a lot of people needing to park. By the way, this new district called Shepherd Glen, you also have to pay to park on the street. So there you go. There is I think there's kind of like a missed opportunity here where I could probably place a couple of schools and if we go here to education, we're going to see that education is really bad right now, mostly because elementary schools, we have none in this area. They do have like a subway station, and that's it. So I am thinking probably around here in this area to start building, probably from here to build most of the services for the time being, just for giving them these basic process. I'm going to go up here. Let's see, 90%, 90 degrees. The same thing I want to do in here, 90 degrees, but I want to go probably around at 120 meters, 120 meters. 160. There you go. So this is going to be the area where I'm going to be placing some of the services, including. By the way, let me just look at these intersections: split face and split face. Split face. Yes, great. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to build, first of all, an urban elementary school. I want to do that because I think it is extremely important that we have this elementary school, and I want it to be built in this street. There you go. I also want us to have an urban high school, which can be in here. Next, we're gonna go, and by the way, let's just say that this only works on these districts, okay? I just want them to work on these districts, nothing else. Next, we're gonna go and build a clinic, so a medical clinic that I am thinking about building it around here on this side. And by the way, the medical clinic only works on this district. And police station, it could be a urban police station, I don't mind. You can have one here, and let's say that it operates in probably these districts. By the way, why is this yeah, it's working. And this one, no, it's not working, but it will. And this one, it's working, yeah. And what else is left? It's left with vet care. A crematorium, it's worldwide, it's not a problem. What about a firehouse? Like this one in here, does it work on any specific districts? No, I don't mind it working in the entire area. Firehouse is done. Communication, yeah, a post office area wouldn't be too bad, honestly. So we can have this post office area that can work on probably these three main sections, and also why not having a radio mast that we can have somewhere around here, but we need to upgrade it to have the maximum capacity and quality. And this is definitely giving a range to also Briar and somehow. You probably noticed that I've left this area in here. There's a lot of traffic happening in here? Is it because of splits? Yeah, it is. There's a lot of traffic happening in here, but that's fine. It's going to be fine the moment that everyone coming in will, you know, after they come in, everything's gonna be fine. Sure. What is the problem with this one? Beverages. Okay, high resource cost. Yeah. I mean, sure, sure thing. So I guess that's gonna be it. We have a new, really cool area in here. We still don't have. Well, we do have like a lot of things in here, but we don't have any hotels, right? Groceries, chemicals. Oh, these are like mixed. Yeah, not the mixed ones. I want these are the ones in here. Electronics. This is beverages. This is beverages. Convenience food. Listen, I'm happy with this for the time being. I think it has a lot of character here on this area. This is kind of like a lot of high density. And I think there's going to come a moment where we're going to connect this, probably next episode, where we're going to look a little bit better on bus lines and also other transportation things that we need to bring here. But overall, I think I'm happy with Stefan Glen for the time being. This is still a very good area for us to grow up. I'm going to leave the trees over there because it will allow us to then think a little bit better on the design here. It's not a perfect design. There is traffic. Ooh, there's like a lot of traffic jam in here. This split phase may not be the best approach, but it is what it is. And I am not entirely upset. Like I said, there's a lot of people coming in. There's a subway, by the way. If you want to use the subway, be free. How many people are using the subway, by the way? Only 47 at the moment. This subway only... It's kind of strange because the subway is like a direct line just to Briarhand. So it's kind of like Briarhand, Shepherd Glen. So it's kind of like a loop right now. But this is just like the first lane. We are definitely going to go somewhere around here with something else for sure. Another subway station for sure. We will probably also go somewhere around here. So there's gonna be different subways. This one in here, I'm gonna call this. This is a new district, but I don't want to call it yet the Shepherd one. This is set on Briarwood Street. I don't really know if Briarwood is the best name for the station, but why not? Briarwood Street Station. For the time being, that's it. I've been changing the name of the subway stations, by the way. So yeah. It's kind of like Briarwood and then it goes to Briarhand. Interesting. Briarwood, Briarhand. As you can see here on the subway, we have the teal special line, which, well, I should change the call to teal to be really more on the teal kind of colorish. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. This probably is a little bit longer, even though we do have a lot of speeding up during these development of this city or this new district. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did enjoy building it, and there's going to be quite more high density buildings coming up sometime soon. And for some reason it does seem like the downtown is kinda irrelevant when it has a lot more density on these other locations. But let's not forget, the downtown is still a location for development, and there's going to be quite more density upgrade when it comes to our city. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and a like if you did like it, and share it with your friends if you think this is a good episode and you've been enjoying it. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
We'll be dancing through the al dente section before entering the slower largo movement finally, then savoring the vivacious antipasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain and begin.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when